Here, Sarah is here. Hi Tom. Hi. Again, I can't see the comments, so I'm gonna look from my phone. I'm gonna see the comments on my phone. Um, we really have to figure this thing out. But all the dogs are here. Can I start? Good. Hey, don't do that. Not now. It's because I was about to start. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another session with Tom. Tom Thursdays. Tom Thursdays. To those who don't know me yet, I'm Tom. I'm a Yoga empath. I'm an intuitive and energetic healer. I'm a seer and a channeler, and I'm also on my twin flame journey. Okay. The twin flame journey is a subject that is very close to my heart, okay, because I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if not for meeting my twin flame. Okay, before all of this, I was a dog trainer. Okay, before I started talking all spirituality and twin flames and Christ consciousness, I was a dog trainer until I met my twin flame, and that basically changed the whole course of my life. Changed the whole course of my life and sent me on my true path, which is what we're doing here. Okay, so the twin flame journey is a subject that is very dear and important to my heart. Joya, I wish you stop. I wish you stop. Yeah, so last week, we were talking about the twin flame journey. We talked about what it is. We talked about the phases briefly. Okay. And today I want to dive a little deeper on a few subjects that we touched last week. Okay. Before we gonna, give me a second, guys, because it's gonna drive us crazy. Joel, for the love of God, just stop. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, so now she's gonna drive the other dog crazy. Beautiful idiot, that's how we call her. Beautiful idiot. She's very cute and very beautiful. She's gorgeous, actually. But no one's behind the wheel, unfortunately. It's not her fault. It's because her parents are from the same litter. But it has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. So before we're gonna dive into the subjects that I wanted to talk about today, let's just remind everybody what are twin flames. Okay, twin flames, as opposed to karmic relationships or soulmate relationships, a twin flame connection. Your doggies like to make an appearance. I know. It's only when I'm doing the live sessions. So the twin flame journey is a totally different beast. Okay, what is a twin flame connection? The twin flame connection is basically two individuals sharing the same soul. Okay, two individuals sharing the same soul. Okay, the two of them are two whole individuals. Okay, it's not, a lot of people say that the twin flames are two halves of the same soul, meaning not one person and the other person, none of them is whole without the other, which is not the case here. Okay, both of them are whole, two whole individuals. Okay, but it's the same soul experiencing two different experiences at the same time. Okay, there's a reason for it to happen, and there's a reason why a lot of twin flames are meeting their twins 12 as I say it. Why a lot of twin flames are meeting each other at this time, and a lot of reunions are taking place at this time. There's a big reason for it, but we're not going to get into it right now. Okay, so two individuals, the same soul, having two different experiences at the same time. Okay, that's the difference between soulmates, which is a soul that's close to us energetically. Okay, close to us, that's why we can get along and everything is flowers and butterflies, okay, and unicorns. But in the case of a twin flame, it's the same soul. Me and my twin flame, same essence, same energy lives in both of us. Okay? So these are twin flames. Now, like I said, there's a bigger reason for us meeting, which I'm not going to get into right now. But there are phases to this journey. Okay? What are the phases? Sometimes, a lot of the times, twin flames report that they had a feeling that there is someone out there that's meant for them. Okay? That there is someone out there that's meant for them. And they live with that feeling. Me, personally, I was walking around for 42 years with that feeling that one day I'm gonna meet somebody. I'm gonna walk somewhere, and I'm gonna be somewhere, or go to an event, or go to whatever, and I'm gonna meet somebody, and I'm going to have like a, oh my God, it's you kind of feeling. Okay? I will meet a person, and I will get, you know what I mean. Okay? And oh my God, it's you feeling. And I was walking with that feeling for all of my life, as a child, as a teenager, even when I was married. Always had that feeling. Okay? So a lot of twin flames, they report that they have this knowing that there's someone out there that it's their perfect match. A person that was created, meant to be with them. Okay? So that's the first phase. All right? The second phase is actually meeting them. Okay? Actually meeting them. Usually a twin flame meeting will happen in some kind of a magical way. Like a serendipitous event. Okay? It's not a regular meeting. It seems like there's some kind of a divine intervention to make that meeting happen. Okay? So a twin flame meeting usually happens in a very weird, serendipitous, not logical way. Okay? Sometimes we meet in the 3D, face to face, but a lot of the times people meet their twins online. They have a conversation with someone online, and all of a sudden they feel the connection, and the connection is made. All right? So we can meet them in the 3D, we can meet them online, and some of us, we can meet them energetically, because not all twin flames are incarnated at this time. Okay? A lot of us did incarnate at this time, and we are going to reunite. Okay? And do our joint mission. Okay? But some of us, our twins, is in the ethers. Okay? Either they passed away, or either they didn't incarnate at all at this time, but they are, of course, we are energies. Energies are not going anywhere. All right? So they can get in touch with us from the 5th dimension. Okay? And they are there, and they support us on our journey and everything. Okay? But they are not here with us at the moment. Okay? So we meet the twin flame. Meeting our twin flame will bless us into heaven, basically. Heaven on earth. Right? And I will talk about why it's happening in a few minutes. But meeting our twin flame will send us to heaven on earth. Okay? Samadhi. Satori. Christ consciousness. Instant Christ consciousness. Okay? If the two counterparts are lucky enough to actually have some sort of a relationship, okay, then they go to what we call the bubble phase, the bubble love phase, okay, which is basically the most beautiful relationship you've ever experienced in your life. The most beautiful relationship that you ever experienced in your life. You are so on the same vibration, you are so on the same wavelength, you know what I mean? Okay? Sorry guys, I figured that my English during these live sessions is getting a little weird. And also, I wanted to apologize. I noticed, watching the live sessions, that I tend to drift from one subject to the other, and sometimes I don't finish my train of thought. I'm sorry guys. Heyoka empath. My mind is faster than my mouth. It's a default setting, so sometimes my head will precede me and I will follow my head. Okay guys, so I apologize if I started something and didn't finish. I'm sorry. It's out of my hands, which is what I'm about to do right now. No, bubble love phase. Those of us that are lucky enough to have a relationship with our twins, bubble love phase, that's amazing. Okay, even if we are not with our twin flames, like in my situation, where I met her and then we were communicating online, but didn't see each other in the physical again. Even then, meeting her sent me into 5 months of Satori. Avatar the movie. Okay, when everything connected to everything and everything connected to everything, and you see the connection and you feel the energy. It's beautiful, it's amazing. It's amazing. I was in awe of the universe for 5 months. Everything was like, wow, wow, wow. The colors look brighter, the taste is better, everything is better. Amazing. Heaven on earth. Okay? But that phase doesn't last long. Why? Because all that energy, 1221 as I say it, it's a twin flame number. All that energy, that intensity of everything, it gets too much for one of the counterparts, okay? Usually what we call the masculine energy, okay? The masculine energy, usually that's the one that gets overwhelmed by the connection and they start to run. They start to run. Okay, now it's important to say that when I talk about feminine energy and masculine energy, I'm not talking about genders, I'm talking about energies. All right, energies. We all have the masculine energy and the feminine energy within us. Okay, but between the counterparts, one of them is embodying more of the masculine energy and the other one is embodying more of the feminine energy. In my connection, I'm the feminine energy. Okay, and I will explain what it means to be the feminine energy in a second. But it's important to note that masculine and feminine energy has nothing to do with the actual gender. All right? So we said that. So the masculine energy gets overwhelmed and they start to run. Okay? And us, the feminine energy, we usually start to chase. Okay? They cannot run far away from us, far enough from us, and we cannot have enough of them. We just want more and more and more and more and more of them. We cannot stop chasing them at the beginning. Okay, I'm going to talk about the separation phase today. All right, but just to finish the phases, we have the separation phase, which is usually where you're going to experience the dark night of the soul. At least one. Okay, at least one dark night of the soul. Who's making these noises? That's weird. Anyways, yeah, that's usually where you're gonna experience at least one dark night of the soul. Okay, which, like I always say, that dark night of the soul will bring you back to who you are, will bring you back to your truth, will bring you back to your life's purpose. It will direct you towards what you need to do in your life. Why God put you on this earth this time. Okay? And of course, like I always say, that dark night of the soul will bring you back to God. You will find God on this journey. You will find God, you will find unity consciousness, you will find Christ consciousness on this journey. Okay? Which, when you actually achieve that state again, okay, unity consciousness, Satori, Samadhi, okay, that is where we achieve inner union between the energy within ourselves. The masculine and feminine, we balance it within ourselves. We get to inner union within ourselves. Okay? We are now whole and healed, and we are happy with our life, and we are not obsessing over them, and we are happy by ourselves. Happy and whole by ourselves, doing our thing, living our lives. Okay? Inner union. Which in turn bring forth the actual union with the twin flames in the 3D. Okay, when we are aligned with our energies, and when we live our lives from soul, okay, from soul, when we are present in the moment, and when we are living in the fifth, basically, okay, which is something that I'm going to talk about in future sessions. Some of us actually we ascended already, but we are not aware of it. So I'm going to talk about it in future sessions. But what I wanted to say, when we achieve that balance, we magnetize into our lives everything that was meant for us in this life. I'm talking abundance. I'm talking abundance. I'm talking, when I talk about abundance, I'm not talking about money. I'm also talking about money, but that's not the point. Abundance of love, abundance of happiness, abundance of joy, abundance of love, abundance of love, abundance of friends, abundance of abundance is everything. Okay, yes, it's money as well. Okay, but that's not the point. And that includes the twin flame. When we are feeling whole within ourselves, or close to whole, I'm going to talk about it soon. Close to whole, we don't have to be perfect. Okay, we don't have to be perfect, but we did the work on ourselves, and we are balancing the energies, and that in turn magnetize the twin back into our lives, just like when they showed up. Okay, when they show up, usually we are in a kind of a good place in our lives. Okay, we are kind of in a good place in our lives, and then when we so happy and we are vibrating high, boom, they land into our lives and change everything. Okay, my friends? So these were the phases of the twin flame journey. And now let's talk about the separation phase. The separation phase. When we meet our twin flame, okay, like I said, it blasts us into Satori state, Samadhi, unity consciousness, instantly. Okay, and why is that happening? Because, like I said, the twin flames, we share the same energy, the same soul, the same core essence with our twins. And like I said, one of us is embodying the feminine energy, and one of us is embodying the masculine energy. When we meet, it aligns us instantly. And when I say aligns us, I'm talking about the chakra system. Okay? The chakra system. The divine feminine are operating in the higher chakras. Okay? What are the higher chakras? The higher chakras are the throat chakra, it's the third eye, it's the crown chakra. Okay? That is why for us, as the divine feminine, we are more connected to the spiritual world, we are more connected to the esoteric. Hi Kesha, I missed you. We are more connected to the spiritual world, to the esoteric. For us to speak about energy and spirit and manifestation and all these things, okay, it's easier for us because we are connected to the higher realms, okay, to the divine, or somewhere on our way, okay. Some of us are more connected, some of us are less connected. Each of us, we are on our own journey, right? Each and every one of us is in the different point of the journey. But as divine feminines, we are operating at the higher chakras, all right? The divine masculine, they operate in the lower chakras. Now, when I say lower chakras, I don't mean that they are less than the higher chakras. They are just as important. Each and every chakra has its own purpose, right? So, I'm happy you're here, Kesha. So each and every chakra has its own purpose, and is in charge, is affecting our body, our energy. Okay, so I'm not saying that the lower chakras are lesser than the higher chakras. I'm just saying masculine energy operate at the lower chakras. What are the lower chakras? The root chakra. Okay. I'm having a brain. I'm having a brain fart, guys. The sacral chakra. Here you go. The sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Okay, which are the three chakras that has to do with the physical world. Okay, the root chakra, it has to do with our sense of stability, a sense of security, okay, sense of safety. All right, the sacral chakra is the source of all creation, right? Source of all creation. Also, it's in charge of our sexual energy, all right? Which I have something to say about it as well, but not now, okay? The sexual energy and the connection to the twin flame journey and to manifestation and all of that, it has a lot to do one with the other, okay? But I'm not going to get into that now. So the sacral chakra, creation, life, source of all life, okay? And the solar plexus, which is our drive. It's our drive, it's our fire, it's our passion, okay? So these are chakras that has to do more with the physical world and less with the fifth dimension, with the divine, with the esoteric, with the on a spiritual level, energetic level. Okay? Now, and that's the important part, at the heart chakra, we are connected. Okay? At the heart chakra, we are connected to our twin flames. That is why we can feel them all the time. That is why we can sense them. That is why we can hear them or have knowings about them, or we know how they feel. Me, I experience my twin flames emotions every now and then, especially when she's upset, especially when she's going through hard times. I can feel her in my heart chakra. Okay, so at the heart chakra, that's where we connected to our twins. That's the bridge between us. Okay, so it's important to understand where we operate. The feminine operate at the higher chakras, the masculine at the lower chakras. That is why most of them are businessmen or very successful people. Okay, very successful people, very driven people. They are down to earth people. Okay, they have to rationalize. Again with the boxes, Joya. Do not even start. They have to rationalize everything to themselves. Okay? They have to explain to themselves everything in a logical way. A lot of them are overthinkers. Okay? They have to explain everything to themselves on a logical level, which is why it's hard for them to accept that there's a connection that is energetic, that it's on a soul level, that it's unlike anything they knew before. All of a sudden they can feel a person. All of a sudden they can hear a person in their head. Okay, which is not normal for them. And that is why they run. Okay, so that's that. Okay, guys, so at the heart chakra, we are connected there. That is why we can feel them all the time. Now, so we are in a separation phase, and we are the chasers. We start chasing them and missing them. And oh, I didn't say why. The whole reason that I'm talking about the chakra system, when we meet them, they align us. We go into Satori immediately. When they run away, our chakra system gets messed up like nothing else. Messed up. For us, the divine feminines, the lower chakras are gets destroyed. Gets destroyed. And for them, the higher chakras are crumbling down. They lose the connection. Whatever connection they had with the divine, they lose it. Okay? And that is when we start the healing process and all of that. Now it's a journey back to ourselves. Not to the twin, not back to the twin. Now it's a journey back to ourselves. Now we have to align our chakras back to that Satori state, back to that Samadhi state, unity consciousness, by ourselves. They gave us a taste of how it feels to be balanced. How it feels to be balanced, how it feels to be whole, how it feels to be, how it feels heaven on earth. Okay, but when they go away, that all goes to the guy, goes to gets destroyed. Okay, that is why for the divine feminine, usually life starts falling apart. Life starts falling apart because we lose the we lose the balance in our root chakra, we lose the balance in our sacral, we lose the balance in our solar plexus. Okay, our life starting to fall apart. Whatever is not uh, uh, whatever is not serving us on our journey will fall apart. I'm talking people, I'm talking places, I'm talking situations, I'm talking, in my case, I had a business with emphasis on the head. Because God put me on this journey, and after separation, He decided that I don't need to be a dog trainer anymore. So He closed my business. People, family, friends, all of a sudden you lose the ability to talk to some of your family members, friends. And it also valid for people that have spiritual awakening that has nothing to do with the twin flames. Okay, when we get to that frequency, when we vibrate high enough, we lose the ability to talk with low vibration people. Okay, when you're on the twin flame journey, it's very hard to explain to your family what you're going through. It's very hard to explain this journey to anyone that's not going through it. They will think that you are insane. If I was listening to myself before I started my spiritual awakening, before I found myself on the twin flame journey, I'd commit myself to a mental hospital. But here we are. Here we are, experiencing this experience. Okay, so it's very hard to explain this experience to people that are not going through it. And yeah, some people will disappear from your life. It's part of the process. Okay, so for the divine feminine, their life starts to crumble down. Plus, they can't stop thinking about that person. They cannot stop thinking about that person. Obsessive thinking. You wake up with that, you walk all day with that, you go to sleep with that, you go to the toilet with that. You think about them 24/7, you think about them, you can't do, you lose the ability to function at some point. Just because you sit and you think about them. You cry about them, you suffer because of they're not with you. Like it's physically, it's painful. In cases like mine, you tell yourself, I don't even know her that much, so that I will suffer like this and miss her so much and love her so much and why it hurts so much and why while my life is falling apart, literally I'm losing everything, I'm still thinking about her. I have a daughter. Why do I think about my twin more than I think about my daughter? You don't understand. All you think about is the twins. Okay? And that will break you apart. Okay? That will break you apart. Between your life falling apart completely and the thoughts about the twin flame and the pain and it will break you apart. It will strip you from your identity even. Okay? You're going to go through an identity crisis at some point, where you don't, and we talked about it in previous sessions, where you don't know who you are anymore. You don't know who you are anymore, and you have to figure out who you really are and what you really need to do with your life, which is the purpose of this journey. To align you with your true self, to align you with your life's purpose, to step into service. Okay, a lot of us most of us, we find a way to step into service. Be of service to humanity. Okay? So that's our experience of the dark night, of the separation phase. For them, the divine masculines, it looks different. Okay? It looks different. Their life also starts falling apart, but for them it's more accepting the esoteric. Okay? The ego death, for them to let go of the logical mind, the monkey brain, the ego, is a lot harder than for us. Okay? For them to go through that is a lot harder than for us. Their different is a little different than the divine feminines. Okay? But the point is still the same point. They have to achieve balance within their own chakra system. Also, by the way, meeting your twin flame will open some new chakras in your body. Okay? The Grand Ascension will do that to you, in general. If you guys start to feel new energetic centers in your body, for example, the shoulder blades, if you feel like electricity or numbness or like buzzing feeling or discomfort that you have to move your shoulders all the time, our bodies are actually evolving. These are two new chakras, etheric wings, they're called. Okay? Those of us who are on the part of the Grand Ascension, you're going to feel it. Maybe some of you already feeling it. I know I spoke to some people on in the group about that. Okay? So meeting your twin flame will change your body, will change your physicality, will change your chakra system. Okay, guys? The point is that we have to balance the chakra system and to get to inner union within ourselves. Okay? This connection is unlike a traditional relationship. Okay? When we are in separation phase, no amount of talking and convincing and begging and crying will bring them back. In fact, it will only send them running farther away. Okay? A twin flame connection is a connection on an energetic level, on a soul level. Okay? We don't have to say a word to our twin flames for them to know in what energetic state we are. Yeah, etheric wings. We don't need to say a word to our twin flames. They already know our energetic state. Okay? When we are in balance, that's where we can interact with them. Let's say you send them a message. When you do it from a balanced state of mind, not out of fear energy or controlling energy or attachment. Okay? When we do it out of a balanced energy, they actually communicate back with us. Okay? But when we switch into fear, Rogi, what are you doing? When we switch into fear energy, fear-based energy, they feel it and they run away. Okay? So we can call them 1,000 times, they will block us and they will ignore us and ghost us. Okay? Because we are operating from a fear-based energy. Alright? So it's important to note that a twin flame, why my glasses look on the crooked side all the time? Maybe it's my head, I don't know. Where was I? No amount of talking is gonna move this connection forward. The only way to move forward is to balance yourself energetically. Okay, guys? And I see that again, I'm gonna, it's gonna be an hour soon. So I'm gonna start going through this faster. Now, like I said, we need to balance our chakra system and we need to heal. Okay, a lot of people they get stuck on the healing part of the journey. Okay, what do I mean? A lot of people they get stuck on the psychological aspect of healing, childhood traumas, attachment issues. There's a million and one reasons, okay, that may fuck us up mentally, okay, but and for these issues we go to psychiatrists, we go to psychologists, life coaches and stuff like that, and that's all nice and dandy. Okay, that's all nice and dandy and beautiful. Google Photos just reminded me of the time when I got this tattoo. Showed me a memory. Anyways, so for these issues, we are going to psychiatrists, psychologists, life coaches, and that's all very nice and couldn't hurt. Okay, it never hurt to work on yourself and to get rid of your issues, but that is not what's gonna get you into balance. What's gonna get you into balance is to look within. Okay, and when I say look within, I'm talking about looking into your soul, finding out who you really are. Okay, a psychologist will not talk to you about your soul. A psychologist is not going to tell you you are going through the dark night of the soul, sir. That is why everything is happening to you, and it's because of the chakras, and it's because of the. A psychologist is not going to tell you that. But this is actually what you're going through, a spiritual awakening. Okay? There's no psychology book written about spiritual awakening, not like the one that we're experiencing at this time, which is a very intense spiritual awakening. It's something else than what we knew so far. Okay? So we can heal through the traditional practices, but it's very important to understand that this connection is energetic connection on a soul level. Okay, my friends? And like I said, when we get to the place when we are balanced within ourselves, we become whole, we become the bridge between the higher realms and the 3D. Okay? And we also become the bridge between the counterparts. Alright, guys? So I think at this point I'm going to start talking about the separation phase. Okay? If you guys want to talk to me about the separation phase, or you want me to get my advice, or you want me to guide you through this, you are welcome to get in touch with me. Okay, but what I want to do now, I want to go through 4 misconceptions that people have about this journey, okay, which get them stuck, which get them stuck on this journey, and it's unnecessary, and I want to touch these points, okay, so maybe it will make things a little easier for you guys. Okay, so the first misconception that I want to touch today, a lot of the times, a lot of the twin flame gurus, twin flame coaches, twin flame teachers will tell you, you have to stop thinking about your twin flame. You have to stop thinking about your twin flame. You have to forget about them. You have to forget about the other person. It's all about you. It's all about your spiritual awakening. The other person, it doesn't exist. It's you. It's you in a different person. That there's this saying, it's you projected outside. If anyone can explain that to me, please do. It's me projected outside. What does it mean? I don't know. Okay? But they tell you, stop thinking about your twin flame. Guys, stop. We cannot stop thinking about them. Okay? Like I said, we are connected at the heart chakra. There's a energetic connection between us and them. Constant. Okay? We cannot stop thinking about them because they are us. Because they are a part of us. Okay? To say to a twin flame, stop thinking about your twin, the more you think about not thinking about your twin, you're thinking about not thinking about your twin. The obsessive thoughts only get worse. Okay? Because why can't I stop thinking about you? Why can't I stop thinking about you? You thinking about her? Or him? Or them? It's impossible to stop thinking about them. Okay? But the thing is, it's important to know what we are thinking about them. It's not that we are thinking about them and that's the bad part, okay? That we are not allowed to think about them. We are allowed to think about them, but we need to understand what are we thinking about them. What do I mean? We have to check our intentions, all right? If what we feel towards our twin flames are feelings of anger, of disappointment, of abandonment, of fear-based energy, okay? Fear-based energy, or a controlling energy, or like I said, abandonment, attachment issues, okay? If our thoughts are coming from that place, okay, that is where we need to look at ourselves and to understand where we feel those feelings towards ourselves, where we are angry at ourselves, where we are disappointed with ourselves, where we are insecure within ourselves. Everything that we think about the twin flame is basically what they reflect back to us that we need to work on. Okay, so if your thoughts are coming from a fear-based energy, you need to look back into yourself to work on these issues that you think about your twin flame. I'm angry at my twin flame because he's running away, because he's not acknowledging the connection, because I'm sending him messages all day long and songs and letters, and I'm pouring my heart out, and he's ignoring me. Don't acknowledge the fact that I exist. You need to see where you are running from yourself. Where you are running from yourself. What you don't accept about yourself. Okay? If we are not opening up to receiving and giving love, for example, how can we accept them to give us love or to receive our love? Okay? So, when you operate out of a place of fear, that's when you need to look back into yourself and work on these issues. Okay? But if your thoughts are loving thoughts, are supporting thoughts, okay? Like with me and my twin flame, all I can say is, I love you. I love her. I love her. All I can do is send her love. And healing energies and hope. And hope that she's happy in her life right now. Okay? We need to want the best for them. If we are angry at them, if we are disappointed in them, if we are not at the right place for union. Okay? We need to want only the best for them. Even if it's not being with us. Even if it's being with a third party at the moment. If it makes them happy, we need to be happy for them. Okay? Unconditional love, guys. Unconditional love, it has no conditions. We just love them. We love them. That is why we're on this journey to learn unconditional love. Okay? So it's important for us to be aware of our thoughts. If we're thinking loving, supportive thoughts, then it's okay. It's not going to push them away. But if we operate from fear energy, they run and they run far away. Okay, guys? So that's misconception number 1. We cannot stop thinking about them. It's important to know what we're thinking about them. Okay? Misconception number 2. I'm going to do it fast. Misconception number 2 is that we can't be with them because that giving and receiving love and have desires is not spiritually. To have desires is not spiritually. Okay? That misconception number 2. Why it's a misconception? Because giving and receiving love unconditionally is the whole point of this journey. Our twin flames teaches us that we love them no matter what. We love them no matter what. Unconditional love. And your twin flame will teach that to you. We just love them. And they just love us. And it doesn't matter. And that love is transcending time, it transcending dimensions, it transcends everything. It's eternal, it exists in the highest of highest realms. Okay? So to want to love your twin flame, to want to give love to your twin flame, and to